So one of the things we're doing today is utilizing this Eastwood Internal Frame Coating, because this is just primered with weld-through primer. There's no final finish inside these cavities for this assembly. So what we're going to do is we're going to utilize this product to spray up inside the cavities that were created by pieces being put together on the assembly jig. It comes with an applicator, a long applicator here, and what we're going to do is we're going to tape it to, you could use a stick, you could use a welding rod, you could use a coat hanger. That would be great. You just want to make sure that you can get this straight so that you can manipulate it deep inside the cavity. As you pull it back, you put it all the way in, you start it, you pull it all the way back, and as you're pulling it back, it's going to coat the inside of that unfinished metal, or in this case primered metal, with a coating that helps convert, encapsulate, and seals rust on internal frame surfaces. Phenolic resin with zinc additive eliminates further corrosion. So that's what we're going to do to try to help these internal cavities avoid any type of corrosion down the future, and help the car protect itself into the future, far beyond what we had the ability to do without this product. Let's get started. All right, so that's how we utilize the Eastwood Internal Frame Coating to protect some of the cavities inside. Obviously, one can. I was able to use one can for both internal and external frame rails, all the way through on either side. I was able to do the underside of the floor supports up in here on both sides, and a couple little bit of extra squirts into where the rear suspension bumper cavities are next to the frame rails back there. So just so you know, in case you're wondering, and I went through each area and then I went back and redid each area again just quickly, just to ensure that there weren't any missing spots. So one can of this should be good for both of your frame rails, as well as the inside of the floor supports that you can't actually reach, where there isn't going to be any access once you get the front frame rails installed. So again, this was not a sponsored video. I paid full price as a retail customer to Eastwood. Had this on the shelf for quite a while, getting to this point, and we were able to use it today to protect the internals. We're going to need a couple more cans of this, I'm sure, to get up inside these seat boxes, up inside the back rear frame rails. So we're going to need, let's figure, one, maybe two more cans for the areas that we didn't get to today, which would be rear frame rails, inside the seat supports and frame supports here. On the other side is going to be the seat support cross member that goes along there. We could shoot some in there, as well as the cross member support here, which is fully sealed except for these holes. We probably could squirt some up in there as well. So I'm guessing maybe two more of these cans. They're about $30. It's December of 2023. They're about $30 a piece. There are some other products. One is called Chassis Wax, which is a 3M product, which is very similar to this. It's a little bit more expensive per can. I had this on the shelf, so I went ahead and used it. You know, if you have something that will work and you see that there's an alternative, but you have one on hand, just use what you have on hand. If I decide that I can get a sale on the 3M product, I might buy that instead for what's left to be done. But whatever you can use, that's what you have. So for Project 21F, that's how you utilize the internal frame coating to protect the insides of your car as you're assembling or reassembling and restoring from rust and corrosion in the future. On to the next adventure.